overlay, Jenny? Did you try the overlay or not? We are going to go overlay, yeah? I'll put him on my right. Okay, that's fine. Oh, okay. All right. Okay, X marks the spot, Richard. Just about there, my friend. We might have a little bit of a shuffle, but there we go. Hey, folks. Gilly, am I live? We good? Okay, folks. Welcome and good evening. Good evening and welcome, sorry, should I say, to Coventry Airport, folks, for another historic show with another Shackleton. This one, W963, is it?
That's correct, Jerry.
Okay, and this is Richard Woods, who's the flight engineer on this aircraft tonight. Richard, thanks a lot for inviting us. Really appreciate your time.
No problem, Jerry.
A couple of things I've noticed about the aircraft, but just give us a brief history on her.
W963 is a Mark II Shackleton built by Avro in Manchester. She started her service life in 1954 and served with various squadrons in Coastal Command up until 1970. She was then picked as one of 12 aircraft to be converted to airborne early warning status, and she became an AW2 flying with 8 Squadron out of Lozimuth until 1991 when she was finally retired. So she's covered just about all points on the globe and over 15,400 flying hours in her career. She's been everywhere from the Far East to the Mediterranean to the Pacific and back again.
So completely different aircraft in terms of, I mean, I understand that she was used for rescue, but
Yes.
In general the other aircraft was for hunting subs. The other one we're talking about, of course, is the one down at Gatwick. This particular one is what we would be the equivalent of the AWACS.
Yeah,
aircraft.
that's what it became. Its initial role, it was built to do the sub hunting and the maritime stuff, you know, tracking shipping, looking for shall we say, Russian interceptors in British waters, things like that. But yeah, her main job, the thing he spent most of his career doing was as airborne early warning, which the E3 Sentry does for the RAF now.
Interesting. She's a tail dragger as well. She's not like the other aircraft.
That's right.
More akin to the Lancaster bomber, really.
That's right. The Shackleton was developed from Avro Lancaster and before it from Manchester, and the basic family line continued through the Avro Lincoln, the Avro Tudor, and then on into Shackleton. They took the basic components, the main wing, the undercarriage, the large portions of the tail and the cavernous bomb bay, and put it into a new design that was for a coastal command specification for an aircraft to replace the aging Liberators and Halifaxes that they were using during the Second World War.
Wow.
So yeah, it shares a lot with the Lancaster in terms of its basic shape and how it sits and certain dimensions and parts as well.
Yeah, yeah. And one of the other noticeable things that the observant ones amongst us will notice when we walk round is it doesn't have the jet engines as does the other variant, which is a lot heavier, I take it?
It is. Yeah, the Mark 1, Mark 2 Shackletons, they never got the jet engines. It was a demand due to the increasing all-up weight. The take-off weight of the Mark 3 Shackleton increased to well over 100,000 pounds, and it just needed the extra thrust to get off, whereas the Mark 2 and Mark 1, they relied just purely on piston engines.
Excellent. Okay, right, well, I'm just going to grab the bag.
Yep.
GP, we good? Everything all right? Okay. Now, the difference with today, Richard, is that we're going to be on board the aircraft.
That's right.
I'm going to fire up this camera now, and I'm going to. How long do you reckon? About another?
What time is it now currently?
5:10.
So we're going to be closer to 6 o'clock by the time we start.
Okay, perfect.
We'll
Right,
try-
let me
we'll
turn
try
that
and get
one
as
off
close
then.
to dusk as we can.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll just have to remember to come back here and fire that up. Right, okay, we're going to go walkabouts. Let's. Should we start with? I mean, the Griffin engines. We've sort of discussed that on the previous show, but it is interesting that the engine cowls, the intakes are completely different. They're they're circular rather than the sort of like oblong ones on the Merlins. And
Right, yeah.
but these Griffins still are the same shape in terms of the engine block and everything itself, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's still a V12 piston engine aircraft laid out in an upright position. It's what gives the circular shape is the configuration of the radiators and the exhaust. It's an annular radiator setup with an oil cooler off to one side as well. So it was something that was trialled when they started moving towards the Lincoln, and it was fairly successful. So they carried it on through the family line and into Shackleton.
So on the top you've got, that's air going through in it, is it? And
Yeah,
then on the sides,
the
at the
two
bottom.
either sides is an air intake that goes over the exhaust manifold and cools it down. The little circular intake that you've got on the left-hand side is the oil cooler, and then you've got a small radiator and a large radiator in turn for engine cooling.
Okay, great layout, and that's obviously where the jet engine would be. So, in terms of its all-up weight, what is the main reason? Was that avionics? Is that the bomb load, or the fact that it was able to carry nuclear?
With Mark
armament?
III, it was just the amount of kit that they were putting into it. To start with, when it was designed in 1949, 1950, it was very much World War II way of thinking. The aircraft inside was very bare. It carried a mid-upper turret. There were provisions for a rear turret and barbette at the front. So it was very much a wartime aircraft. As they started moving forward through Mark I into Mark II and then into Mark III and various phases of the Shackleton upgrades, they started putting more in there in terms of trying to bring soundproofing on board so that the crew could handle the noise for longer lengths of time. There was more kit got crammed into the aircraft in terms of better radar, better equipment in terms of radio, and it just carried more and more and more. And due to the fantastic lifting capability of the wing, the Lancaster was capable of carrying the Grand Slam. They never really found the straw that broke its back. It just kept lifting and lifting, and eventually they needed more power. So
Yes.
Add jets.
And I'm guessing that with the prop setup on here, that it means you've just got double the amount of power, basically.
Yeah, basically, in basic terms, yeah. It's a Merlin is around 1,600 horsepower, a Griffin is around 2,400 horsepower. So to get that level of power into a blade area on a propeller that you can use, your choices are a propeller blade that's a massive diameter or more blades. And this was the method that they chose to get more blades on one engine.
And a relatively simple gear box setup to to incorporate that.
Yeah, in the nose case of the Griffin, it is deceptively simple. You've just got a reduction gear for one prop for the drive shaft that goes through into the propeller, and on the other you've got a reduction gear, but it has a spur gear mounted on one side to send it back the other way. So it's quite as simple as that. It gets a little bit more complicated when you get to the pitch change mechanism in the propeller, because there's various bolts and bearings and things to make both propellers do the same at the same time in terms of the pitch. But yeah, to get one rotating one way and one rotating the other, yeah, it is deceptively simple and quite ingenious.
Interesting. The undercarriage seems to be very Lancaster esque.
It's slightly beefier and it's slightly shorter as the aircraft sits lower to the ground than the Lancaster.
Yep.
But yeah, a lot of the components within it are the same. The geometry is very, very similar.
Yeah, visually the sort of like makeup of it looks, but like you say, it's just a beefier. It's more, which is why you hear the noise when she's taxiing.
That's right. The Mark III got hydraulic brakes, which we're assured is a vast improvement, as the pneumatic brakes are prone to die off and they also lag quite a bit. So it's the Mark III had hydraulic brakes and an ABS system, the Maxaret anti-skid system.
So, as a result of this being a more early warning, airborne warning system, was she not equipped for as much of a payload in terms of?
Yeah, the major alteration that they did for it was putting the ANAPS 20 radar under the nose, and that involved cutting the bomb bay length down by 1/3. So as you move around the front of the aircraft, you'll notice that the bomb bay is actually got the front section with the doors locked shut.
Yes. So that would be where the early warning system would be housed.
There is where the radar would be fitted normally.
Right, I've got you.
And you can see the old witness marks from the riveting around the edge where the golf ball radar used to be.
Oh, I see.
Extended all the way back here to the back where you've got the pattern of rivets.
I see. So that would have been quite.
But that originally was Bombay, all the length.
Yes.
The full length Bombay, which was 33 feet 3 inches.
Yes. So she wasn't. This particular variant wasn't supposed to be carrying a tremendous amount of armament more
Oh, no,
so.
when it was in EW terms, no, it wouldn't have been carrying much in there that was offensive at all.
Yeah.
Most often than not, it would be either an extra fuel tank in there and Lindholm survival gear.
I see. Interesting.
But
Okay, so I mean, when just looking at it from my point of view, I mean, when I look it up at her like that, I can see this sort of the Lancastrian look about it. You know, without looking at the nose, if you look back that far there, it is very Lancastrian, isn't it?
Again, a lot of the pieces in the cockpit framing, the drawings, when you look at the manufacturing drawings, the numbering system goes right back to 1937, 38,
Yes.
when the Manchester was produced.
I mean, even the canopy, the only modification I can see there is possibly the window behind the pilot, or is that?
The side windows, other than not having an observer's blister on the same, they're roughly the same size. The sliding windows are shared with the Lancaster, as are the windscreens, the side panels, and,
Yes.
and the eyebrow window above it.
Yes.
So there is a lot of Lancaster heritage.
Most definitely, and especially, like you say, the way she squats as being a tail dragger.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Gatwick one doesn't. So we've got a radome housing there,
Yeah.
which is where the
That was
drop
where
down.
it was originally fitted.
Right.
The
So
A-
this one would have had this as well.
Yes. Originally that had it, and then when they changed it to an AEW2, they took that out and blanked it over.
Interesting.
Before it remained.
Because interestingly enough, that's where the H2S blister was on the Lancs, isn't it?
Yes, exactly.
And what's this piping here? Is that an
ducting on the
intake
side,
of?
That's a heater, because they were expected to do a lot of cruising around over the North Seas. There were various heating systems used in the Shackleton up until the end of its life, and there were 3 heaters under the floor in the back of the aircraft. So this is the intake and the heat exchanger for one of those.
Oh, I see.
So
Okay.
there's another one on the other side, and there's another one mounted longitudinally under the floor. Originally, before they changed to having a radar under the front, there would have been another heater up the front as well.
I see. I see.
Cope with it. The thing is the AW2 Shackleton was only ever intended to be a stopgap. Its initial life was projected at being a year or two while they waited for Nimrod AEW to come in. And then Nimrod AEW never entered service, it never got there. And Shackleton soldiered on for another 10-15 years after that.
Incredible. Right up till 1991, you were saying?
Correct, yeah.
1954 this one came into service.
This one first flew on the 11th of March 1954. Its last flight was when it came into here to Coventry on 9th of July 1991.
Incredible. And of course that is more or less the aircraft that replaced it.
In maritime service, yeah.
Yes.
And Nimrod. Again, a retiree that came in 2010.
And that's from Lossiemouth as well, I believe.
That was from Kinloss, I believe.
Oh, Kinloss, sorry.
Yeah.
My apologies, yeah.
No, you may be right. I think it was Kinloss it came from. I couldn't swear to it for sure.
And we were talking earlier on about the fin setup, much larger than the Lancaster.
Yeah, it is in terms of its width and height. It's a bigger fin to cope with the increased power from the Griffin. If you lose an engine on one side, there's a lot more propeller area to deal with if it doesn't go right.
Yes.
The South African friends of ours that also operated Shackleton, they lost one of their aircraft in the desert in '94 trying to bring it to Fairford, and that was a result of a double engine failure and just not being able to keep rudder authority on the aircraft or keep it in the air on 2 engines.
Wow. Double engine failure. So
double engine failure, yeah.
So they still had 2 engines running at
They
that
did.
time.
They were over the Sahara at the time, so density, altitude also caught them out. The heat and everything, it just added up, and they ended up going down. And
Oh.
she still sits there in the middle of the Sahara Desert.
Does she?
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
They were fortunate. Everybody survived. It was a masterful landing in the middle of the night.
And how did they manage to get people out to rescue them?
It was they were fairly close. I think they were something like 20 miles away from the UN base. So
Okay,
they were
there we
fortunate
go.
in that regard.
Very fortunate. Very fortunate. Just missed the Fairford, I guess. Was it like coming from the air show, was it?
It was coming over for the International Air Tattoo in '94.
Wow.
So it was such a shame.
Crazy. Yeah, that is a shame. So we're going to basically be filming the engine start and run from a different angle today.
Yep.
We're going to be on these overwing exits.
Yeah, those are the ditching exits over the wing. If the aircraft put down in the water and made it successfully, you'd be putting those hatches out and going for the life rafts.
Does she spit a bit of flame when she fires up?
Not when she fires up, but when she gets a bit warm, you'll hopefully start to see
glowing
a bit of exhaust glow and
yes.
a bit of flame out. So,
Nice. Yeah. Okay. Good stuff.
So occasionally, if she has a bit too much fuel in priming, when she turns over, there'll be a little bit of flame, but hopefully not too much.
Yes. Good stuff. Good stuff. Right. Okay. So we are about 40 minutes away. I'm guessing. What have you got to do in terms of pre-checks and so on and so forth?
We've been checking over the aircraft all day, making sure all the systems are as they should be. We've turned the engines over on the starter a couple of times, checked the fuel. We had a fuel uplift this morning. So now we're just into the point where we're going to be getting all the comms gear on board, all the headsets and things, getting everybody settled down into the positions and making sure that everything on board's as calm as it can be before we try and start it.
Okay, well, I will follow you, and let's get on with it. I'm guessing.
No problem.
Get your preparations going.
So,
thanks, Richie.
No problem, Jerry.
Cheers. All copy, GP? All copy? Okay. You had to put it on what? Sorry? You had to put it on what?
I don't know. What I'm thinking of doing is maybe starting early, depending on the camera and things, because everybody's stood around and they don't really want people massively to get bored. So
Stand by, folks. Just got to put my mask on. You can see they're all gathered around expecting something of this sort. If your routes keeping waiting, then so if you're all right with that. Well, the thing is, it's getting fairly dusk now, and with the lack of lighting, I'm thinking if we move things up a tad, then it'll work for us. So can I ask you guys to put the trolley out back up? It's on charge outside the cabin, so we'll get on it. I'll just square away with the camera and whether we're good to go, and we'll start looking at rounding everybody up to get on board who's going on board.
My
and
foot leaves
getting
them.
things.
Do you mind if I don't help out with that?
No,
Because I'm a bit.
Yeah.
Okay, what are we on at the moment then? Are we on a 720 or something? Okay. When you say there's no logos, you took our logos on there, yeah? So no top right, no nothing, no? Oh, okay.
We're just going to go down and have a quick chat with Cameron, with the guy from the Vampire team, and we're going to see whether we can bring the run forward a tad. What we've noticed is that we've got a captive audience. We don't want to keep them waiting.
Absolutely. I'm happy with whatever. So
with the fact that we had a lighting issue, we don't want to lose too much light before we start running the aircraft.
Okay.
So I'll be back in.
The sooner the better, as far as I'm concerned. Wonderful.
We can get on with it. And
thanks, Richard.
noise.
Cheers. Okay. So, as he said there, folks, we do have we've got a small audience here with us today. Just the invited media. And of course we do have a bonus, which is obviously it must be a Vampire, which is stationed here at Coventry, I'd imagine. That has been out on a customer flight earlier on, and so it has run already. And we're going to get that firing up straight after the Shackleton. So Richard just wandering over to the pilot now just to see whether they can bring the whole schedule forward a little bit so that we maximise the light and don't keep people hanging around. But this is the WZ5Z507. Beautifully, a beautiful example. I wouldn't say restored. I don't know if she ever finished flying. I'm sure that a few people will have some details on that, but she makes a beautiful noise when she starts up. Twin boom. Do you want to have a little look at her, folks? VampirePreservation.org.uk. Look them up. Give them some props or jets. But like I say, beautiful example. Look how tight it is in there. Oh, if you could smell what I can smell. It's actually kerosene. Beautiful little jet. So, also, folks, when the green light is given, which observant ones amongst you will have noticed the DC6 in the background there, just as a little filler, little floor filler, in the British Eagle colours. And a lot of you will know that my dear old dad flew British Eagle Britannias back in the day. So, ain't she a beauty? I'm not sure. I don't think British Eagle operated DC6, but whether they've just finished her in this livery for the sake of it, I don't know. But perhaps somebody could enlighten me on that. Whether I know that Dad flew the Britannia. So, just to let you know that this is Karen, by the way, folks. The lovely Karen. It seems to be there's nobody in charge per se here. It was Karen who invited us, and say hello, Karen.
Hiya.
And there's our pilot.
And then once they get up and running,
and a ground crew.
24 volts into the airframe. We don't have to worry about that thing. The main rover can turn it round. Bring it up here, we can plug it in, start it off, and off we go.
Really nice. We're going to start crewing in. We are aiming to start around about 6 o'clock.
Okay.
Before the time. Okay?
Okay.
Cool, happy with
Because
that.
there's a lot of people stood around. It's unfair to keep them in place for an hour. So positions. How am I managing these files?
Okay, I'm going to get on board the aircraft and turn the mic. Oh no, the mic is on. Sorry. Okay.
Says you're going to be set down in. Yeah, you're in set. So who we're going to have off far wing 2? We're going to struggle for one out.
failing that, Odie can do one wingtip and I can keep an eye on the one.
Well, you said you were going to go off to one side
The
anyway.
P1 anyway.
I
So
suggest that side's going to be fairly easy anyway because
Yeah.
you've got Zebedee over there anyway. So it's
If
only
you don't
really
need beam, I can do
that's going to be
wingtip if
needing
well, no, we
attention.
need beam.
Yeah,
We
same on the other
do
side.
need beam, it's a really important position.
Yeah.
But what we can do is I can stay here and then we can just,
Yeah.
we
Okay
just
then.
have to be really vigilant.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll
so
go
I
with
can,
that.
we can do that.
I'll do this week.
Yeah, it's just making sure we don't go past that ball trolley.
Right.
On that side, you're going to see him if you go past Zebedee anyway.
So if you're on
Good
that
time check,
wingtip,
Julie. Time
you
check.
on this wingtip, Odie.
Time?
Well, I can be, I'll do a review like.
So we've got one on each.
Sorry.
And yeah.
So plan is as usual, we'll start her up, start what we can, if it will start.
No, local time, sorry.
We'll try again.
Okay.
Get the engine warmed up, 1200 RPM, 1600 RPM, prop checks, and then we'll start looking at exercising them, getting a bit more power out of them one at a time until everything's nice and warm. We're looking to shut down around about 6:30, after which Vampire will take over and they'll start their run after that. Okay?
Yeah.
Happy days.
Right.
When you say power off, and when the power comes down, I may need a hand to actually get it down and away. Okay?
No
So
problem.
whoever's
I
on
can do
this
that.
side, we can.
Yeah. But Vampire guys will be looking to steal this anyway as soon as
That's
they can.
fine. If we just push it to the chains, they can come and,
Yeah, sure.
or we can put it over this.
It's easy, so you can just straight up. Those three, anything to do with,
Yeah, they are. They're my guys. So you can just go over and check to them.
Yeah. I'll take this off when we start. Okay?
Yeah, no,
And I'll
so you
take
don't-
this off so we
Yeah,
can.
so you don't glare everybody's photos.
That's the
and
one.
stuff.
Yeah.
Just well done, thanks.
Right.
Right, I'm going to stand by the back door.
Are you
Right,
happy with everything? If not, talk to me. And
no,
I'll
I'm okay for the minute.
see if we'll
Basically, we get everyone on board, I'm last on, put the ladder, close the door. So it goes warm,
And then
I'm
we'll
sure I
say,
know that.
we'll say crowd back behind barrier and I'll go, everybody back behind barrier. And then when we say clear stop, then I'll look at the wing people.
Okay, folks. Just before we're going to be going on board the aircraft this time. I'm going to be situated over the wing, so I'm going to get a rearward view of the engine startup. We're also going to be filming the crew in their preparations for the engine start. Of course, being in this tail dragger, as they were called, basically because of the angle of the aircraft downwards at the back, walking up into the aircraft is obviously an upward walk, so it's a bit of a push. Clambering over the spars. Got three spars there actually, but the main spar, of course. Now, so what we're going to do is we're going to switch to the onboard audio so that you can hear the guys prepping for the engine runs. Is that you getting on now, guys? Is it?
Yeah,
Perfect.
we're in now, so those that
Okay.
are in are coming in, so you're going to have to come on board in a minute.
I will in a bit. I'm just going to wait till I see you in there, and then I'm going to switch the audio. Good.
No problem.
Thank you. Okay. GP, you copy?
Take that away. I'm just going to go and get ready. No worries.
Cool. Folks, just a little side note on this. This particular aircraft, the squadron it was with, I believe, operated a number of aircraft, and those aircraft were named after characters from the Magic Roundabout. If you're not familiar with that, if you're not from the UK, the Magic Roundabout was a children's programme many, many years ago, and there was, what was there, Dougal, Zebedee, Ermintrude, and this particular aircraft was called Ermintrude. What is he talking about? Bloke's lost his bleeding. And don't all start talking about what bleeding was your favourite kids programme, okay? We've had that already. Okay. Karen on the comms. Just the same as modern day, folks. Fireman covering off the starboard wing with his fire extinguisher. I'm just waiting for our pilot to get himself.
When we approach the aircraft, straight on, okay? Like the military point there. Very good.
So if you remember the other Shackleton down at Gatwick, folks, if you remember, it has a tri-undercarriage system where basically it has a nose wheel, and whereas this is far more, as you can see, like the profile of a Lancaster. Twin wheels on the back. Just, I think, because of weight. It's retractable as well, which is why. I think that's why they got a twin wheel on there, because it was retractable. Of course, the Lancaster bomber only having a single wheel, which was not retractable. Pilot is in his seat. Okay, stand by, GP. We're going to go for onboard comms. You ready? Stand by. Okay, just give me a shot. Just.
Right, is everybody on comms and plugged in? Graham, you're on. Pete, you're on. You've plugged into your...
I'm plugged in.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens in a minute. Yeah.
Intercom all the way up, intercom on, intercom on. Make sure it's on normal. I don't know which one I'm on because we've done a couple of comms checks. So if somebody wants to call down for ground power, that would be great.
Can we have ground power, please? Power on.
Oh, we got a bit of battery.
There you go. Can you clear something?
Yeah, buzzing.
I'm getting nothing off that one.
And radio station?
Nothing yet.
No?
At all.
Yeah, yeah.
You guys are alright on comms. So it's just my
I'm alright. Can you hear me?
It's just my
Station
position
again.
that's down there. Reach round.
I've got my radio station.
It's alright. It's
that
not
right?
right. To that lead there. See,
Yeah, if you...
that's better. I'm on.
yeah, that's for speak.
Right.
Can you hear anything?
Okay.
Can you hear me there?
I can hear you.
Anybody got me?
But I'm not sure if that's through this or... Right.
Anybody got? Anybody hear me? You got me? Hello?
I'm not sure if I can hear you because you're there or if I can hear you through the headset. I'm not hearing that.
Anybody hear that?
Can you hear me now? I think you've got me now.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I've got you.
Everybody in and settled?
I think I'm alright.
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Right.
If you pull it against the spring, that's a momentary thing
Right.
for speaking. Or if you turn it the other way,
That's full. Right.
then it's
Right.
all the time.
Can you hear me?
No.
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 No. Right.
So that headset's either no good or...
Rich, I don't think this headset's working.
What's you got a dead headset?
I can't.
Anything now?
No.
I got you a minute ago. Come on. Try again now.
Hello, hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you.
Right, there we go.
Good connection. It's because everything's tarnished from months of sitting. We'll be okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's Pete. You okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Okay. So Graham,
hear
you
me?
got me.
Karen?
Kaz can hear us, but we can't hear.
Right.
We can't hear her.
No. Okay.
Kaz, just try the sockets on the intercom. Just give them a good wiggle about. Everything's got a bit tarnished as she's been sitting in the wet for a while. Hey, there we go. Right, okay, have we got the earth leads off? Excellent. Have we got the checklists, please, Pete? Looks like you're going to be the guy that's reading.
Right, sorry. My red bag at the back has got one of these in it.
Right, okay.
For Phil.
Yeah, okay.
Sorry, I haven't brought it up.
Right, are you...
Okay, I'll just nip
Someone's
off
going
comms
to
and
get
I'll
in
go.
for you.
If you whiz to the back, sorry. And
Yeah,
and
someone
grab it out
going
of the
there to
bag.
get it for you.
Yeah, we're getting somebody
Yeah,
now.
there's someone
It's just-
already getting
Yeah,
it.
Phil's getting it.
Yeah.
Right.
It's not.
I think you might have nicked your Mars bar.
It's not quite the same as this, but it's pretty much.
Okay.
Okay.
We've got it. We've got it, ladies and gents.
Yeah, we've got
Here
it.
he comes.
There we go. Admin issues there. Thank you. We need to find out where my old ones went because I've got the reprints of the flight reference cards, but we've not got our old checks. I don't know where they've gone.
Okay.
Well,
But yeah, let's take it from the top.
Okay. Right.
So, Pete, you want to call them?
Yeah. So F700.
Checked. We know we've got number 4 rev counter is inoperative.
Yeah. Wheel and tail covers.
Removed.
Shocks.
In position.
In position port. In position starboard. Ground fire extinguishers. In position. Propellers free from obstruction port.
free from obstruction starboard.
Engine cowlings. Fasteners secure port.
Yeah.
Fasteners secure starboard.
We've got a few dud fasteners on the port side on number 1, but we know about those. Not anything that's going to be a showstopper.
And large rear steps.
Yes, please. Okay,
Okay.
wait one. Ground. It's just gone off comms for a minute. She'll be back in a moment.
Okay.
We're still getting local radio breaking in, so we need to sort that exterior cable.
We are indeed, yeah.
Okay. Is it a heater intake? Yeah, okay.
Okay, and continuing large rear steps. Ignition switches caged and off. Landing gear emergency up button. Caged. And landing gear selector down and fully in. Nose escape hatch secured and locked.
Yep.
Fuel jettison switch.
Is off.
Booster pumps.
Boost pumps. Number 1. Port number 1 starboard. Yeah, we've got an audible test. Boost pumps are working.
Okay. The bar couple switch.
Bus bar couple switch is coupled. We have MI inline because we've only got batteries on the one side at the moment.
Battery switches.
Battery switches are on.
Landing gear indicator.
3 greens.
Power on checks. External power checked and connected. Undercarriage selector.
Fully down, 3 greens.
Fuel panel. Contents.
Reading as expected, 624 gallons. We had with fuel check this morning.
Booster pumps.
Booster pumps we've just checked. Audible test only. We've got 7 amps reading.
Okay. Tank cocks.
Tank cocks opening number 1 port, 2 port, 1 starboard and 2 starboard.
Okay.
All tanks open.
DC electrics panel.
DC electrics panel, we are reading just under 24 volts.
Okay. Generator failure light.
Is flashing.
Engine priming switch.
Is set to off.
Supercharger.
Is in low gear.
All gauges.
Reading as expected on my panel.
Okay. And here. Okay. Pilot's escape hatches. Secure and locked.
Secure.
Secure and locked. Port. Secure and locked starboard. Pitch levers. Full free movement. Set max locked. Throttles. Free movement. Set 1 inch open.
You're doing great, Pete. Keep them coming.
Feathering buttons. 8 shades today.
3 and 4 are out.
Nav and anti-collision lights. As required.
Yeah.
Aircraft escape hatches.
We've-
Secure and locked.
Yeah, we've got the ditching hatches out, but other
Yeah.
than that, everything else is good.
Not the starboard lookout hatches. Open. Okay. Starting checks. Intercom and external intercom on. Crew intercom and start checks. P1 okay.
P2 okay.
Eng, okay.
Okay. And that's what we've got, isn't it, at the moment? Fire protection is in position.
Yeah, we've got the bottles out front and we've got the one down the back.
Okay. Start clearance.
Yeah, we have clearance to go when we're ready.
Okay. Good. Ladder.
Okay, Phil, ladder in and stowed, please.
Yeah, that is secure.
Sorry for technical that.
We've got ladder already in and closed.
Yeah, that is
Yeah,
closed.
affirmative. Ladder's in and closed and
Rear
door's
door.
shut. It's shut and locked.
Okay. So anti-collision lights again as required. Engineer start checks.
Okay.
Injectors.
Injectors have been primed.
Air cleaner.
Air cleaner is set to normal.
Start master switch.
Start master switch is on.
Engine priming switch.
Engine priming switch set to number 3.
Red shutters.
Red shutters are set to auto.
Okay. Crew chief. Ready to start? Okay. Okay. Starting. There's block 3. The switch is on. Turn number 3.
Turning number 3. Throttle all the way back to the idle.
Yep.
Here we go. Ready?
Yep.
Try again. She's got air in the legs. She's not liking it.
Yeah, we got them nice and warm. We're venting a bit of steam.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Right. All booster pumps off. Tank cocks are closed. Cross feeds are off. Top rail switches.
Right. Master cocks off.
Switches.
3 and 4
Yeah.
And off.
1 and 2. Ignition switches
Yeah. Cage and forward, mate.
off
That's it.
and caged. External lights off.
Yeah. So that's your
Rear door.
anti-coal lights if you've got them running on. Phil, you clear to open the rear door?
Thank you.
Rear opens up.
Excellent. You want to pop your ladder out?
We'll leave the cockpit windows where they are.
I'm not quite sure where my
Yeah.
phone went. It vibrated somewhere off.
Take the batteries and external power off. Thank you, Graham.
When you're ready.
Thanks, Graham.
When you're ready. That mic that's up there.
Yes.
It's like a click on. You should be able to put it straight off.
There we go.
There we go, lovely.
Got it for you, mate. You want to hightail it across the yard to watch the vampire now?
Yeah, wonderful. Thank you, sir. Okay. Hightailing. I'm hightailing. Nice one, fella.
You know, do you want to do last subject?
Oh, you're a star. Thank you very much
Do you want
indeed.
to help you out?
Yeah, we're all good. I think we're all good. God bless you, blimey. Okay. Oh. Okay. Wow. They had a good workout, didn't they? Okay, now we're just going to. Well, I hope so, because, you know, a big part of me was like, you know. Is it? Okay. Can you just double check your audio? Just double check your mic. Okay. What was the audio like on board? Was it rumbling like? Really? Okay. Good. So it was like a proper sort of like inside a bomber. It wasn't all sort of like, you know, just a noise. You know what I mean? Because sometimes things like that can just be a noise. Okay. So I'm just positioning myself here now for vampire. I'm just going to. Okay. Yeah. Fair enough. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm not going to put it on this yet. The only reason I'm saying that is just because. Yeah. Sometimes it's better if I just keep my mouth shut. So that's not going to. Need a bit of light behind it, don't we? Well, we'll get the flame from any angle, but let me just. So, got a big contingent of. Do I get my sticks or do I? Because it's going to be from a static
how long he's going to run it for, I don't know. But do I run and get my sticks? Yeah, let's. Should we do that? They look like this. Don't look like they're going to fire it up anytime soon. So let's just. As the what? Was it? Never heard that before. Never heard that before. Vampire was known as the spider crab. Okay. Oh look, she's beautifully lit up, man. Oh. Named the spider crab. Originally named it. Wow. So, originally named the de Havilland spider crab and not de Havilland vampire. Wow. Okay. Interesting. My name is Utrecht. Sorry. Oh, really? Somebody on Facebook who flew the Shackleton. 1963, the year I was born. Wow. That's an honour to have you with us, sir, if you're still here. Oh, wow. Wonderful. Oh, flew the Shackleton in 63. So 63, that would have been the tail dragger variant, I'm imagining. I'd imagine that would be the tail dragger, the type, the same variant that we've just seen. Okay. All these patient folks here. Come along. See this? Okay. Now it does exit. Now I need to get me, because the trouble is, the problem we're going to have here is that as soon as the flame, okay. Oh. No. 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 No, it's not this, no. Yeah, I know, but look at what it's done. Look, it's not done anything at no, it's making it all dark. So that's not good. Oh, that's terrible. Normally it would. You know what it is? It's because there's. Oh man. Don't you love live? Oh, that's terrible. I know, just stand by. Go back on. What do you mean audio's gone off? How can that? Back on.
Yeah. You turn some lots and lots somewhere.
Okay, stand by with the sound. Stand by with the sound. I'm just going to go sound. Going to check. Hold on. That's bad.
Yeah.
Blimey.
I reckon wingtip to wingtip distance can't have been more than 10 metres. If that. Even on the pilot, you can see him smiling. I said, the only disappointment, but yeah, it was so loud. Even that close, you couldn't hear the split fire. No, you could hear it's rather close. 16.
Okay. Just going to quickly check audio, Jelly. Just going to try this. Stand by.
Same place.
Check audio. 1 1 2 2. Check. 1 1 2 2. Check. Oh, Leslie Pike. Emotional moments for a lot of people, and Leslie Pike as well, and Leslie. Very emotional for Leslie. Now the question is, they're going to light it up both sides, so can I therefore switch back now to this? Let me just try. Okay, that's a little bit. It's a bit more moody, isn't it? I think that's a bit more moody. It's quite nice, isn't it? Is that nice? Yeah. Well, that's as good as it's going to get, but yeah. Yeah. And trust me, you will see the jet. Keep an eye on your audio, Gilly. I don't know why that went off, but
there are things you can do.
Okay, they've removed that front left one and just lit the back up. Okay, it's a bit of a shame. literally shout it down. Okay, here comes a pilot now. Got a little ground Jenny.
Playing around with shuts and so different.
Yeah. Got a bit of blur on them.
A little bit. You know, it's all, well, go to the last, what's the picture? The last video. The further this way we go, the last, you know, the sound like it.
Yeah. It's sort of compensated,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Oh, okay. And then each photo in that little clip was getting.
I tell you what, it's an interesting. This was an interesting sight back in the bomber days. Oh, you can't see it. You just about see that silhouette. No, you can't see it, can you? Yeah. Or can you nearly see it there?
Yeah.
Sort of like you seeing it. You saw it on
I don't
with the
think
sun
we-
rising, you know, on a bomber airfield. Yeah, really. Okay, looks like might have a bit of activity.
Yeah, so once it started, we'll just taxi aircraft forward, left, and then just along this puddle for some reflection shots later. Sounds good. So just once it started, you know, a couple of minutes after that, start taxiing. So
Oh, blimey, the taxi.
Just so we've got a clear taxi. Sounds good. We'll add some time up to the plane, so you're alright. Decent. Lighting alright, do you reckon? Yeah, I reckon so. Yeah, good. Cool. Looks nice.
So we are going to get a taxi. De Havilland, of course, De Havilland Mosquito is the famous aircraft. Preceded this.
I think I just made the substitute for
Spindle crab.
and then make it a bit bigger.
Funny, I know.
I like the
Could do with being a little bit better lit from it.
Black and white, you know, proper film.
You know what I'm going to do? Folks, stand by. We're going for a little walk. Because he's going to taxi it here, so probably better. shoot it from up here. It's kind of moody seeing it like that, isn't it? You know it's a plane. You know it's a sort of like, you know, you know, the back end of it could be sorry? Any old eye? Yeah. Doing a little photo up. I've incidentally, ladies and gentlemen, I have ordered my Halloween costume. Oh, audio. Is the audio good or not? Got a red light on my receiver. Oh. No, I'm taking the. I'm going to camera mic. I'm going to camera mic. Sod that. I'm not going to risk it. Even if it is for a biscuit. I've got 2 marathon bars in the van. Just in case anyone was wondering. But yes, marathon. Oh no, of course they are Snickers, aren't they? But no, I don't know why I thought that. But anyway, they were marathons, weren't they? Yes, I have ordered my my mid-freak show costume for this year. I'm not going to tell you what it is, and I'm not even going to tell you, Jilly, because no, because I want to see whether it works or not first when I get it. Let me get it first, and then I've got the. Well, whether it looks all right or whether it just looks absolutely ridiculous. But we kind of want it to look ridiculous in a funny sort of way, don't we? Yeah. No, it's not. I can tell you now, it's not Jurgen Klopp. Oh, nearly got that shot there. Look, nearly got the shot that I wanted. It's just that it's just too. So. Cilla Black. Surprise, surprise. That is extremely random. Oh yeah, it's in my pocket. It's in my pocket. Right, okay, I'll go at the back. Right. Oh, retro editions. Yeah, right. Okay. Now, if I move 10 feet to my left to take those heads out, what's the betting someone's going to come and stand right in the spot that I want to film, that I'm filming? Okay, so there we go. There's another position, right? Okay. Always a little bit tricky when you're dealing with a lot of media, when you just can't control who goes in front of who and acts. You know, it's 99% of the time it's accidental. You know, it's happened so many times. Always happens all the time when you've got a mass media event. You just got to try and be a little bit courteous and careful about people who are behind you, you know. Kind of stand still, hold your position. Ready, aim, fire! This is loud, by the way, ladies and gents. So, what time is it? Just come out at 7 o'clock. Right, we have someone in the cockpit, and the cockpit canopy is now being closed. I think he's ready to roll. Very, very loud, ladies and gentlemen. Very loud indeed. Has anyone given any history on WZ507 yet, Jenny? Excuse me. Oh. So the little red light is your port nav light. Starboard is the green, of course. Same on ships. I see no ships. Same on all navigational, been around for many hundreds of years. Well, since they started using navigational lights. Easiest way to remember it, the shortest word, red and green. Port, left, red, starboard, green, longest word. That's the way I remember it anyway. Other people remember it in some other way, I don't know. But anyway. Here we go. Oh, brilliant. Okay. Bottle charger. There's no point in me going to camera, is there? Because I'm just going to, you're not going to be able to see.
So you can take off straight away. Well, in the Spitfire, you have to do the engine run-up several times before you get your power. So
Lady knows her stuff.
there was a bombing raid. They could be bombed while...
There you go, folks.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, hope you enjoyed it. I did. And of course, a lot of people reminiscing, and of course, people whose fathers and brothers maybe either worked on or flew these aircraft, and we'll obviously do more in the future. But for now, that's about it from Coventry. Thanks for watching. We'll be back tomorrow, as promised, because I know you folks like to do a little bit of plane spotting, you know, in the...
Even for mine, there are no...
No, I'm joking. But tomorrow, London Heathrow. We'll see you tomorrow afternoon. Don't know what time. Keep an eye on your app, folks. That's the best place that you'll get the update of as to what time. Probably, what, about 4 o'clock, Julie? Something like that? About 4 o'clock in the afternoon, maybe. See how things pan out. But either way, we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks a lot for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed your evening. And now go off and enjoy the rest of your day, wherever you are in the world, or the rest of your evening. But do it safely and do it respectfully, and we'll all join back with each other tomorrow afternoon around about 4 o'clock. Thanks, folks. See you later. Cheers. Okay, GP, go for cut.